Hey everybody, John here from Incomesh.com. In this video, you're going to get a first look at Login Press, which is a current AppSumo deal that you can go to with my affiliate link in the description below, Incomesh.com/loginpress. And what this is a plugin for WordPress that allows you to customize the look and the feel of your WordPress login page. Now, in the past, I've put a lot of content out there about learning management systems, about membership sites. If you want to learn how to make your own free membership site in under an hour, go ahead and go to Incomesh.com/MME. That's my latest free course called Memberships Made Easy. It'll show you how to make an amazing, beautiful, very functional membership site for free. The downside is, oftentimes when you're making these types of high functionality sites like learning management systems, online courses, membership sites, the login pages are always a problem. They're always a pain in the butt. One of those pieces of the puzzle you just have to figure out at some point. And in this video, I want to show you this new solution that I think is a very clean, easy, and extremely affordable, if you're on a budget, a way to get that done for yourself and for clients in the future if you ever want to go into this as a profession. So when you go to my link that's in the description below, you'll come here to the site and you can check out all their stuff. But essentially what we're going to do is change from the classic basically what we're going to do is change from the classic WordPress login page to a customized theme, which even has some social login options there. And we'll show you all that in this video. So let's go ahead and head over to one of my play websites for the day. And this one has it installed. This has Login Press installed. I'll open this in an incognito window, and you'll see here that I actually have a login button. This was added by Login Press. I'll show you that in just a moment. But when we click into it, it will actually take you to a much more beautiful branded page. And you can even see here it has powered by Login Press. We're going to go ahead and remove that in this video. But this is very nice. This is a much better experience. And you can see here at the top window, this is the WP-login page. So it's not actually creating like Theme My Login and Ultimate Member and some of those other tools out there. They will go and create additional pages, different pages that you can use and use their own login feature. But this is actually taking over the default WordPress login page, and that can have a few benefits. And I'll show you one of those big benefits in this video here. So for example, if you're creating a free course in LearnDash, you don't actually have the ability to send them to your custom, designed login page that you made with maybe Theme My Login or some of those other tools. It forces you to go into the WordPress login page, and this tool here allows you to actually make that a good experience. So let me stop talking all high level and let's dive in here and play around with this tool. So first thing I want to do is show you the options you have when you install this. And I went ahead and purchased the unlimited license because I can see this being one of those tools I use in all of my client login tools or setups. So here under settings, it's pretty simple. You can enable reCAPTCHA to prevent bots from signing in. You can do lost passwords, obviously, as well as giving people the ability to log in automatically. If you want to provide them a special link, they can even avoid the entire login process on their own by clicking a special link. You can do things to prevent brute force attacks by limiting the number of logins people are allowed to try. You can whitelist and blacklist other users and IP addresses, all that cool stuff. And here's a very interesting one. So they give you the ability to set specific login and logout redirect rules. So that means when you finally log in, where does it take you to? You're able to specify that at the user level, which is crazy, and at the role level. So for example, you might say that subscribers go to your shop when they log in, and admins, let's just add another one here, and admins, and we can say that customers instead will go to a different page when they log in versus when they log out. So very nice granularity and control there. And they also support social login, and they can support social login for Facebook, Google, LinkedIn, and I wanted to say Twitter. Here's Twitter as well. So if you want to build that community and prevent people from forgetting their passwords and all that jazz, social login is an option built in here, which is super cool. And we won't go into actually setting this up in this video. There's tons of tutorials on setting one of those up. It takes just a few minutes, and it makes your site look way more professional. And it's a nice trust builder with your audience. They also have this option over here where you can import and export your settings. And this is huge. So if you have a client that is going to be a perfect fit for what you've already built out and all the settings, you can export your current settings from this website and move it into another website, which is a huge time saver. Let's also take a look at the customizer here. And this is going to be where you spend most of your time in Login Press when you're first setting it up. What I'd recommend you do is go ahead and click on this big yellow button that wants to be clicked, right? And here you can pick the theme that you want to choose. So instead of having to do CSS or anything crazy, you can just pick a theme that looks exactly like you want and make some additional changes. So this is a very clean login page. You can change your logo. You can disable the logo if you choose to, but I think you should definitely have one. And you can remove it, all that good stuff. You can also come here to the brush. You can change the background of the brush and give you background video, center, different images here that can go into your background gallery. You can remove the image entirely and give it a color, which is nice as well. So a lot of things you can do. Let me pick one that actually looks decent because I think I kind of just screwed that one up. We got a shopping one, which it looks like it's actually keeping some of those background settings that I've all messed up. So let's remove this and include the background image. And you can see how you can have some fun here, right? Let me head over. The one that I really liked was this startup one here. So I'll select the startup and my image here is all changed, but you get the idea. Let's just go ahead and give us some pencils. All right, here's our new login page. You can click here to customize the form and see what, the padding, all sorts of different controls here. This is good enough for this test. We'll publish it. And now let's take a look at how this is on the front end. I'll hit refresh. So you can see it's changed my image. Everything is really nicely controlled. I can go to register if you enable those options for your site. And here's just a small little quibble. I don't like how the width of the login form is nicely controlled, but the width of the registration form is kind of left wide open. That's something I think they could change. So just for fun, I'm going to come back in here and change it to a smaller area and see if that actually fixes that problem. All right, so we've fixed that. Let's refresh the page. Now we can log in, register. Oh, already I'm happier. So maybe just find the theme that works well. I'll make sure I send this information over to the developer. They should be able to fix that padding issue as well. Okay, so you can create your account. You can log in. If you forget your password, it will send you to this page here. And this is actually a WooCommerce feature that's sending me over here. So here's where the fun comes in, right? You've got different tools in WordPress, overlap functionality. You've got WooCommerce that has its own login, registration, forgot password feature. There's a built-in function with WordPress. So the goal here is keep things as simple as possible. And that's why I think Login Press makes a lot of sense, because you're not adding on additional pages. You're just taking the pages that are already existing and making them work for you. So I'm sure there are settings that we won't dive into right here where you can override this and use the Login Press remember password page. Okay, so now what I want to show you is one of the reasons why I think this is a deal worth purchasing. And to do that, I'll build out a course in LearnDash and show you kind of the messy, for lack of a better word, the messy workflow of signing up for a free course in LearnDash and how this can make it a much easier process. Let's go ahead and do that now. So I'll come back into the dashboard, and I think I have LearnDash already installed, and I've created a free course. So if I come here to LearnDash and look at my courses. All right, so let's just make a quick course here together. Go to Add New, call this Login Press Course and Free Workflow. So let me do the settings and make this a free course, which means they have to have an account on your website to access. And let's just go ahead and publish this. I know there's no lessons or anything, but this should show us our workflow. All right, now I'll right click and open this in an incognito window. And here we are where it shows us we need to log in to enroll. So if I click on this, it will take me to this page, which looks a bit more professional than the default WordPress page. I can have the logo there as well, and they can register their account if they choose to. And this looks very nice. With LearnDash, we also have the feature where we can enable their own login page. But even with that, or their own login and registration page, but even with that, you have to go through that default WordPress workflow when they're setting up their password and all that good stuff. So having login press here allows you to quickly click this button, sign up with your Facebook account or whatever the case might be, and get into the course and have a nice clean workflow. So that is a first look at login press. I think this is definitely a deal that I'm going to the unlimited plan on, and I'm keeping this one because it's just going to be useful in so many different parts of your business. You might not think about it yet. You might be like, well, I'm already using WooCommerce, so I should be good to go. But there's a ton of features in this plugin. One of which I didn't even mention here is if you have bots that are trying to get into your website, you can actually hide or change the URL of your login page. So instead of being /wp-login or wp-admin, you can go to whatever encrypted URL you want. Make sure you remember it though. And that way you can avoid a ton of the kind of spam attacks that can hit websites nowadays. If you found this video helpful and if you want to start your own membership site, again, go ahead to incomemesh.com/MME. That's memberships made easy. You can take my 100% free course on membership site creation in under an hour. I'm John from incomemesh.com. If you enjoyed this video, hit the subscribe button, the like button, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.